Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for the most idiotic, inventive ideas? Brace yourself for a surplus of super silly stuff, because this is the Paradox Cast. Anyway, we're going over the basics of how this podcast is going to work. The Paradox Cast. So, point one is episode layout and explanation. So, basically, the layout and how some of the things are going to work. So, on normal occasions, the host will follow this planning, but hosts can alter the layout or do something completely different. But they should notify the other members of the podcast in advance. Rules of special episodes can be found down below at Special Rules. Intro by host. A potentially funny and well-fitting intro to the podcast done by the host of that episode. This can be done live or recorded in advance. That's the intro. Then, after the intro comes interesting item ideas. So the podcast members will share some unique and or interesting ideas for imaginary items, weapons or supplies. Whether these are high-tech or magical does not matter. Already made items can be found down below at item catalog. Okay, so then world building. The members can share an idea for a world or universe they have thought of, or in later episodes they can my bad. They can expand on the worlds made in earlier episodes. The worlds they expand on do not have to be their world originally. They can just expand on whatever they think needs expanding. And already made worlds can be found down below at Universe Catalog so that you can easily see, oh, I want to expand on that one. Continuing to the next part, characters and stories. So people can create an original character. The character can be part of a previously created world or universe, or it can use the previously created items. Members can also expand upon earlier made characters, which don't have to be their own. Already made characters can be found down below at Character Catalog. And then all the way at the end, we have the point scores and the wheel spins. So the host reveals the point score before the wheel, and after that, the members spin the wheel, and then the eventual winner and loser of the episodes gets known. So that was point one. Now on to point two of the document, the point system. So the host of the episode gives the other people points based off of their ideas. 1 point can be scored per category per section of the episode. So the sections are like interesting item ideas is a section, and then world building is another section. And the categories are originality, creativity, complexity, detail, and whimsy. So the host can also give bonus points outside the current categories listed above. And if the episode ends in a tie, the wheel can still change how that turns out. And if it's still a tie after the wheel has been spun, either the dice game or the coin game will be picked for choosing the winner. The dice and coin game I'll explain later. So, if the episode is different from the default, the point system above is not ruled unless the host says so. So for all the unique episodes with unique games and stuff, the host can decide if it's still the same point system. And then the person with the most points at the end of the episode, so also after the wheel spins, um, will be the host of the next episode, but this can be changed to the person with the least points by the wheel itself. So then point 3, the wheel. At the end of the episode, the two competitors will both spin a wheel, or the host spins it for them, and this wheel contains randomized points and respin, randomized points and don't respin. Randomized points is basically you have both of the players have points, and then the total of that points will be put into a randomizer that gives a random amount of points to both players. So that can drastically change the ratio of the points. Then you have switch points, so the points get switched around. Then you have even points and dice roll, even points and coin flip, so that's basically when it's even. Then loser is the next host, meaning that's how it can change. Then we have lore episode. Now, both of the people that I'm making this podcast with know what this means. You guys, you'll just get to know what lore episode means when the wheel eventually hits lore episode. Anyway, gain half your points extra, gain quarter the total points extra. Spin the point wheel, which is an extra wheel with different things on it. Add to the wheel, so you can add a new thing to this wheel. Disable a world or character from being used, so you can just say that world, you can't use that again in any of the further episodes. Point penalty next episode, so you begin next episode with -1 point. And last but not least, plus 1% chance for lore episode. Anyway, the point wheel has a plus 1 point, plus 2 points, plus 3 points, plus 5 points, and a -1 point, -2 points, -4 points, and -6 points, and also a reroll. So now, going further to the when things get even, when there's even points, the dice roll is the host will grab a 6-sided dice and roll it, and then both of the other people will pick a number, and if one of them is correct, they are the winner of the episode. If no one is correct, then just repeat the process. Then you also have the coin flip, and that is both competitors will pick a side of the coin, and then the host flip the coin thrice, and whoever gets the most flips to their side is the winner. So 2 or 3 flips. All the way at the bottom you have the item catalog, the universe catalog, the character catalog, and the special rules. We're playing a game that I already showed to somebody else. Because what we are playing for this episode is Dice and Seek. Let me explain how this game is going to work. So, I, the host, am going to say a place. I'm going to name a place. It can be anything as long as it's not too big. And you two and me will hide a dice inside a realistically possible location in that place. After that, both of you will try to find the other person's dice. When one of you finds a dice, you gotta roll the dice, or I will roll it for you, depending on if you have a 1d6 near you or not. Okay, so the numbers on the dice will give you a number of things. So number 1 The next dice that is found will give this person a point. Number 2, delete one unfound dice, which if that's the first or second dice found, that deletes one, else it doesn't delete one because it's the last dice. Number 3, do another action. So basically, you will both do an action, then the other one does an action, as in, oh, I search cabinets or something, and then I'll tell you if the dice is there or not. But talking about hiding dice, you guys will both send me a private message stating where your dice is hidden, so I know, but you don't know of each other's dice. Anyways, number 4, you'll get a hint for the other dices. So I will give you a hint for every other dice that is still in the game, but not too specific. Number 5, you lose a point and you get points by finding dice. And number 6, change the location of an unfound dice. And that means that I will pick a random new location that a dice can be found. And it also means that the dice no longer belongs to someone. So if it was your dice first, you can now find it for points.
I just
Anyway,
realized a D6 is a normal dice.
yes,
I thought it was a pyramid, but that's a D4.
Del.
Just had to share that for you.
Anyways, on the dice of the host, the thing that is on number 1 is swapped with a getting 0 points from that dice. And the thing on number 6 is swapped with getting 2 points from that dice. So, you're both ready. You're feeling inspiration. You're feeling creative, right?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the first location in which to hide the dice. The
Okay.
first location is a small apartment. Okay, so Mint, you can do the first action.
Right. So I look in the living room, just general area.
Yes, that's like basically the entire apartment. The only thing that's separated is the bedroom and the bathroom.
Bruh.
What?
Right.
The
I'd be
bedroom and the
looking.
oh, bathroom and bathroom. Ah, yeah.
Right. I'd be looking under the table.
Okay, you look under the table. Well, under the table there is nothing. Maybe some trash, but nothing really that looks like a dice.
Aw.
Okay, Trade Lord, it's your turn.
I will start by going inside the apartment and looking inside the living room.
Okay, any specifics on where you want to look?
Are there any like closets near?
There's some. That's not really a closet, but there's drawers above the kitchen area.
There's a kitchen. I look
Yeah,
inside the oven.
there's just a part of it that's just like a kitchen, but it's not separated in any way. It's just like right next to the couch.
I look inside the oven. Is there an oven?
Yeah, there is nothing.
I look inside the oven.
Well, there's nothing in the oven but some rusty plates.
Oh. Seriously? Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Why,
Well,
man?
Mint, your turn again.
All right. So I go into the bedroom and I look
Yes. What do you want to do in the bedroom?
under the bed.
Under the bed, you find some loose clothes like a t-shirt, some pants, and also a sock.
I take the clothes
This-
and get some unfathomable drip.
I don't think you want to put on the sock.
What the hell, dude?
Bro.
Thank God
Alright,
this isn't
I'll
for
leave the
kids.
sock. I'll leave the sock.
Okay, well, there's nothing that looks like a dice in any of the closed pockets or under the bed.
Hold on, what do the clothes look like? I kind of want
Well,
to know what the Minty looks like now.
well, it's a white t-shirt with some stains on it. It's some blue pants, some blue jeans
Just some
also, and
average white guy outfit.
yeah, kind of, yeah. Anyway,
Denim jeans and a white shirt.
Trade Lord, it's your turn again.
Hold up, what are actions I can do actually?
While you're in an apartment.
Hmm.
What are
Wait a
places you
second.
can go in an apartment?
Wait a second. There are only 2 dice, right?
No, there's 3. I also hit
You
mine
also,
dice.
yeah. Oh damn.
But you can't find your own dice. That doesn't give you points.
Are there things on top of the table?
On the table is a pizza box with a half-eaten pizza that's gone cold. A can of cola that has not been drunk up completely.
Ooh.
And for the rest, nothing.
Did somebody die in this house by any chance?
No, it's just not very well maintained.
Alright, can I heat up the pizza and drink the Coke?
You
Yo, bro.
can. I don't think it's
Pizza
very good
party,
for you.
gang.
Wheat also isn't good for you, so just do it.
Okay, so you drink the Coke and you eat the pizza.
Can I also have some pizza?
Well,
How many
mint
slices are there? How many slices are there?
3.5.
Ah, yeah, sure. Wait, how much is that?
Anyway,
You can also have a slice. You can also have a slice.
no, thank you. I don't think.
No, you not. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve a slice.
Yeah,
Minty
bro.
gets 1.5 slices.
1.5.
Yeah, I don't know the word, but I'm good.
Damn. Okay, Mint, your turn.
Right, so I eat my pizza slice.
Good job. Good
Yes,
job.
Then I go into the bathroom
the
and look
bathroom.
in the shower head.
Inside the shower head.
Yeah.
Well, you go all cave diver style and dive into one of the holes of the shower head, but apart from some rust, there's nothing in there.
Are there shoes sticking out now?
Yes, for now there are.
All right.
So, Traylord, it's your turn again.
Oh, because I'm a nice guy, I'm just go into the bathroom. I pull out Minty because he looks kind of stuck,
Thanks, bro.
and I look inside the sink.
Okay, you look inside the bathroom sink.
Did I win?
You found my dice.
I knew it. I'm so smart. Always help others, guys. Once you help the others, you will win the game.
Okay, so you want me to roll the dice, or do you have a dice at hand?
Hold on, let me check. Doesn't battery count? It's double A.
That's not the same as a dice.
I roll a plus.
I can roll a dice
Yeah,
if you
please roll it for
can.
me.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it. It landed on 3. You can do another action.
Ah,
Okay, so what do you want
oh,
to do next?
hold up. Let me think about it. Yours was in the bedroom. The Minties must be in the bedroom. Let me just go into the bedroom real quick.
Okay, you want to look at something in the bedroom?
Yeah. Let me look underneath the pillow.
Underneath the pillow is nothing but some empty candy stuff, wrappers.
Who the hell puts
Not
their
bad,
candy
bro.
wrappers underneath their pillow?
I
The
do.
guy that owns this apartment.
I'm gonna
That's me,
beat his
guys.
ass.
Okay, Mint, it's your turn again.
All right. So
You lose.
I'm in the bathroom. I step into
Yes.
the shower and I see this small crack in the wall. So I cave diver into the wall and get out on the other side of the wall, also known as another apartment. And I check the other apartment.
There's nothing in the other apartment. And just a heads up, you can't find your own dice. Just as a reminder.
Why not?
Because you know where you hid your own dice.
Oh, that's so smart. Wait, how do you know it's your own dice? Does all
All
our
right.
dice
You know
have their
that
own
it's in
color?
the place where you hid it.
Maybe we both hit it on the same place. Hold up. Do we all have our own color dice? Because I really want a blue dice.
I guess your dice is blue now.
Cannot
And with a
mine
trademark,
be
please.
mint green?
Well, yours is green now.
Woohoo! All right. So I'm
Yeah.
in the other apartment and I just full on body slam through the wall into the living room and check a flower pot.
There's
What?
nothing in the other apartment.
No,
Yeah,
he
because I slammed
didn't
through
you
the
hear?
wall.
He just slammed through the wall back into our living room.
Oh, right, yeah. There's nothing in the flower.
Oh,
Oh. Alright. My turn. Um I step over the rubble Minty made. And let me just scan the area real quick. I'm in the living room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the living room. Like, is there any furniture or something?
There's a couch, a table. Um, there is also a clothes hanger.
The clothes hanger.
There's also the kitchen area I talked about earlier. And now there's also a giant hole in the wall.
Bet.
no problem, guys.
That is easy. Let me look inside the cracks beneath the couches. There's always something there.
There's nothing between the couch cushions.
What the fuck you mean? There's nothing beneath the couch cushion. There's always something there.
Okay, there is a remote and some quarters, but
Oh,
Nice.
bro,
I
you're
found
rich.
money. The infinite money glitch.
okay. Mint, it's your turn.
All right. So I am really smart on this one. I check the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, you look up at the ceiling. There's a lamp, and the rest is just a normal, regular ceiling. Well, Trade Lord, it's your turn again.
Hey, I have the same ceiling as that guy. Well, I think. Let me go into the kitchen real quick. Are there any drawers inside the kitchen?
Yes, there are some closets and drawers and things inside the kitchen. You
Let
want to
me
check?
look inside every single drawer.
Well, there's forks, knives, spoons. You got some
I want to take
plates,
a
some
knife.
cups. No dice though.
Can I take a knife?
Um, yes. What do you want to do with the knife though?
Just put it in my pocket for now.
Okay, Mint, it's your turn again.
All right. So let me just open the kitchen sink real quick. Just open it
You
up.
open the kitchen sink.
There's nothing in there. I was the only one that hit something in the sink, and it was the bathroom
Good to
sink.
know.
Bro,
That's very good to know.
at least I now know there's nothing underneath the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just also, there's still some other places you haven't looked in the toilet. There's also still a closet in the bedroom. And the bedroom is a bunk bed, so you also haven't checked the top bunk.
There's a
Uh,
bunk bed. You
There's a
didn't tell us. I
bro.
claim
What,
top bunk. I claim top bunk.
bro?
You're not living in this apartment, you're searching for dice.
Womp
Are you
womp.
breaking in? Did we break into this apartment? Also, why is there nothing in the other apartments?
What?
What kind of building are we?
We're in Chernobyl. This is the only apartment that still has good enough furniture left, so that's why there's nothing in the other apartments.
That's
Because
Uh-huh.
yeah, sure.
All
if you
right,
Wait,
would have
buddy.
dived
I just
one apartment further, you'd have fell out of the building because that part of the building collapsed.
I just ate pizza from Chernobyl. Wait, do we have superpowers
Fuck.
now? If I
No, you're
X-ray, I
going
want
to
to look
die in
everywhere
two
to see if
weeks.
oh. Well,
But it is
anyway,
your turn now.
let me look into the toilet. Let me go inside the toilet, and just put my head in there real quick.
You open the toilet bowl, you put your head in, and you realized the last time someone used it, they did not flush.
Like number 2 or number 1?
It's a big one.
Nice. Wait, do we know if a man or a woman? No, actually no, it's evolution man. Only men would be. Did you? No.
Anyway, Mint, it's your turn again.
All right. So I checked the top bunk bed.
The top bunk bed does not have any sheets. The mattress seems extra dirty, but that might also be because there's a hole in the roof here.
Why is there a hole in the roof?
We're in Chernobyl. I've established
Ah,
that.
still, why is there a hole in the roof?
It's
How
I don't
far
actually
away
know.
are we from
Natural
the?
natural.
decay. Natural decay. But anyway, there's no dice up there.
Oh,
Aw.
oh, oh, wait a second. Yay! Let me just think real quick. Let me just think. There's nothing in the kitchen. I think
No, there's nothing in the kitchen.
there's nothing on top of the table. There's nothing underneath the table.
No.
The living room drawer. I look inside the living room drawers.
There is no living room drawer.
What? That was inside the living room. I said, are there any drawers? And he said, yes. There are some drawers.
That's in the kitchen area of the living room.
Oh, okay.
There are drawers under the closet of the bedroom, but
Well, I want to look there. I want to look there. I want to look there.
okay, you open the drawers in the bedroom closet, and in one of them are some socks, some other stuff, some trash. There's just a general trash bin kind of thing.
Why?
In the other are
Bro,
some
is that
more
one sock?
incriminating sexually tinted things.
Bro, what? Bro, is that one sock matching with my other sock?
What did you say?
The other sock that I found under the bed, is it matching with the sock in the trash?
There is a matching sock in the trash drawer.
Is it by any chance
Woohoo!
very hard?
It is
Is it?
hard and crusty and it smells very bad.
Just like the
You know
other
what?
sock.
Any chance, are those in the other drawer, the objects in the other drawer, are they like for men or for women?
A little bit of both.
Oh, there lives a couple here?
It
Damn,
was a couple here.
there lives a couple here.
Yeah.
Alright, then. Okay, good to know, good to know. I take one of them. I take one of them with me. I don't care which one. I just put one of them in my pocket.
Okay, you put one of the toys in your pocket.
Good to know.
What does bro have in his pocket? Bro has a knife. Bro, bro's
It's your
collecting.
turn.
I'm just collecting.
All right, so
Hmm.
go into the bedroom, sniff around, and then check the closet.
Well, you want to also check the drawers beneath the closet, just to
Sure,
be sure.
sure, bro.
Okay, in the closet itself are some old clothes.
I'll take those for double
Um,
drip.
in the drawer with the sex toys, there is a blue dice.
Oh man,
Woohoo!
how did he know?
I don't know.
You check
I
all the
totally
drawers.
forgot I put my dice there.
Damn.
Wait a second, if I
I'm
put my dice there should already be one of those toys in my pocket.
I'm rolling a dice for you.
It's a D6, right?
Yeah, it's a d6. I rolled 4, which means that you get a hint for all other dices, which is
Oh, I should
not
have.
useful for you
Yeah.
because
It's
the
your
last
dice.
dice is your dice. So I'm not gonna give
Woohoo!
any hints
Oh man, why not?
because then the other person would hear it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right?
Anyway, Trade Lord, it's your turn
All right,
again.
let me think. Let me think. Let me think. It's probably in the living room.
Okay, what
Because
part of the living room you think?
there's a sofa. There's a table. You
Yeah.
know what? You know what?
There's also still that massive hole in the wall that Mint made.
Yeah, but I think Min made it after that, so there shouldn't be any dice there. Pretty sure.
You're pretty sure, yeah.
Um, is there
Yeah.
any chance I can just use my action to rebuild the wall?
Okay, so you're gonna rebuild the entire wall that Mint broke down, and in between the rubble that came out from the wall, you find a dice.
What the fuck, dude? Why is there a dice in this?
It was
Is
hidden
it,
in the wall, but
is
yeah,
it
I mean
is
your
there any chance it's
walls.
a green dice?
it is indeed a mint green dice.
Hey,
I'm in your
bro,
walls.
watch out when you break some walls, man.
But I'm in your walls.
Oh, don't be in my walls.
Woohoo!
Wait a second. Another lesson for all the listeners out there. Always be nice
I'm gonna
and be
roll
nice.
the
I
dice
literally
for you.
I found 2 dice with only being nice.
It's
Be
pretty
nice and
good.
you will find the dice.
Okay, I rolled 5. You lose a point.
What?
Yeah.
Now we're equal
I'm
though.
deducting the dice point.
Now we both have 1 dice. I think.
Yeah, you are both at 1 dice. Okay, all the dice are found. I'm gonna conjure up a new place that
I
we
bet.
are going to hide dice in.
That's alright.
And the place I'm thinking of is a McDonald's.
McDonald's.
You have access to all the places an employee would be able to have access to. Hide your dice. Ooh, that's a good one. These are all good ones. Okay, We started with Mint the last time. We're starting with Trader Lord this time.
Oh, nice. Let me look
Let's
inside
go.
the McDonald's bedroom right now.
The McDonald's what?
McDonald's bedroom.
Like the employee room. Well, in the employee there's all the necessities for employees, but no dice.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Mint, your turn.
All right. So, number one, I smash through the wall, goes into the normal bathrooms for customers, and I check the dirtiest, filthiest toilet of them all.
Nope, there's no dice, just shit.
Good thing I didn't
Aw.
put it there because I was thinking about putting it there and it would be found immediately.
Okay, Mr. Trader, it's your turn.
All right, all right, all right. Let me look inside the section with the food, like at the counter. Is there anything inside the cash register?
Well, you just found my dice.
So easy. I knew I would be smarter than you. See how good I am?
And it landed on a 4. You get a hint for all other dices,
Oh,
which in this case is 1 dice. I will send it to you in private. Actually, I don't need to. I'm giving a hint. It's above you.
they're in the walls. They're in the freaking walls.
It's
Your
not
walls
in the
again.
walls.
I mean your walls.
Oh, ceiling. Never
Mint,
mind.
it's your turn again.
All right. So, I smash through another wall to get to the kitchen, and I check the oven.
No, it's not in there.
Aw.
Trailor, it's your turn.
Yeah. I would say, let me look inside the lamps on the ceiling.
There's nothing inside the lamps but light bulbs.
Why?
Hmm.
Because Mint, it's your turn.
All right. So, now that I'm in the kitchen, I will also check the deep fryer.
There's nothing in the normal deep fryers.
Aw.
Trailord, your turn.
All right. So it's above me. It's not in the lamps. Let me. All right. Let me think. Are there by any chance any cracks in the ceiling
There's no
or
cracks
walls?
in the ceiling, but you
I mean
could
your
go
walls.
onto top of the roof.
I
There's
mean
a
your walls.
roof.
I
Let
mean your
me.
Of
walls.
course, there's a roof.
All right. Right. Uh. All right. It's easy. Let me look on top of the roof. And look inside like the chimney.
Well, you get on top of the roof. There's no chimney. There are like ventilation ducts, and
Yeah.
there's a giant fake air fryer on the roof of
Why
this
is there a giant
McDonald's for some
fake?
reason.
What? Like the air fryer itself?
The
Or
air
like
fryer
only?
itself is a fake, but it's like marketing purposes, and it's like 2
Don't you
meters
mean
long.
like the little thing with the bucket where they put the fries in?
No,
Or
it's an air
the
fryer.
actual
It's a
air?
fake air fryer.
No comment.
There's something wrong with you.
Mint, it's your turn.
All right. I will check the ventilation systems.
Waar gaan we
There's
opnemen?
nothing in the ventilation systems.
Why would you check the ventilation systems? There's
I don't
nothing wrong.
know.
Trailord, it's your turn.
Right. So let me check the giant fake air fryer on top of the roof.
Well, once you look inside of the fake air fryer, you see a green dice.
This was way too easy. And also, why is there air fryer there?
I don't know,
But
that
that
was
hint
his
very
hiding place. Okay, I rolled a
The hint's
1.
very
The
strong, though.
next dice will give you a point.
Wait, so if he finds my dice, I get a point.
Yes.
Ah,
Because
that's
the
that's
next
good to
dice
know.
point is
Oh,
to you, so it's basically set.
I
yeah,
think I won, man.
for
Oh,
real though.
don't look
Anyways,
above you.
I'll. Alright,
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
look.
just read out the scores and we're gonna do the wheel spins as quick as possible. So,
Hey, want to know where I hit it?
I check the lamps.
stop with the. We're done, okay? He hit it in between the two bows of the McDonald's logo.
I put it in the McDonald's logo. I'm better than you.
Okay, I'm reading out the
That's actually a
points.
W hiding spot, bro.
Mr. Trade Lord, you get a point for eating old pizza, finding a dice in the sink.
What?
You got also finding dice in a cash register and finding a dice in the air fryer. 1 point got deducted. That
Oh
was my
man,
other dice.
you're bad at hiding places.
Then Mint, you got a 2 points for wall slamming, another
Let's
point for
go.
finding a dice, and that's all.
He
Now
also
I
he.
am going
Hey,
to
wait.
spin.
He also
But I
ate
also ate
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, I gave him some pizza.
Yeah, but he didn't get points for that because it wasn't his idea.
Oh
What?
yeah.
It was point. I was giving you points for the whimsy of the idea.
Oh, I'm so good.
Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel for first for Mint. And you gotta spin the point wheel.
Oh no, I got
Bro.
points.
Okay, Mint, you are getting. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, that's.
-5,
No, it's a -2 points. You're now at a 0 point total.
Oh, wait.
But I had
He,
2 points for slamming the wall and 1 point for finding a dice.
yeah,
Oh,
he has
then
3
that's it.
points.
Yeah, that's it. 1 point total. My bad.
Yeah.
Math ain't math,
Mr.
bro.
Trade Lord, I am now spinning the wheel for you. Oh my god!
What happened?
Mr. Trade Lord, you landed on switch points. The points are now switched
What?
around. So Mint now has all the points that
What
Trade
did
Lord
you
would
say?
have.
What did
Meaning,
you just say?
yeah, yep, it can turn around quickly.
Yeah, bro.
So
What?
anyway, Mint is the next host. Trade Lord, loser of the episode.
Oh.
Um,
Can I do one last quote before the episode ends?
yeah, sure, you
Sure.
can do one last quote.
Sure. You win some, you lose some. Just keep going until you win. Stay gambling, boys.
Okay, fine, perfect. Anyway, we're gonna stop the episode now.